Good morning, and welcome to Temple Buddhist Center's Sunday meditation service. My name is Dave, and I'm honored to be of service this morning. We hope our service this morning finds you happy and healthy, but please know that if you're struggling, we hope that Temple Buddhist Center can be a source of refuge for you as we open our hearts to you and your loved ones. Let's begin this morning with a few conscious breaths, taking a few moments to ground, to experience the body, and to breathe together. Conscious breathing is where you seal the mouth, breathe deeply through the nose, and then pause for a moment before releasing slowly, so the exhale is longer than the inhale. Let's begin. Breathing in, pausing just a moment, feeling the fullness of the lungs, and then releasing slowly. And as you release, checking in with the body, just being aware of what is present and alive in the body right now. A second conscious breath. Pausing just a moment, ventilating this precious human form, and then releasing slowly. As you release, see if you can release any worry or concerns for the week, all the energy of doing, going, striving, accomplishing. Just allow yourself a few moments to cultivate the energy of being, not doing. In a third conscious breath together, releasing slowly. And as you release, taking time to invite into your awareness the present moment, fully arriving in the here and now. Here at Temple Buddhist Center, we like to begin the service with a chant. Chanting is an integral part of every tradition, and it's not about being a singer, it's about having a voice. And Victor will explain our chant today.
Thank you very much, Dave. Our chant this morning is Namo Amitabha Hamsa, Hamsa. Namo Amitabha Hamsa, Hamsa. And this chant from the Buddhist tradition is a chant that honors the Buddha of infinite, boundless light. So, and Namo Amitabha is that, and then Hamsa in Sanskrit simply means I am that, I am that. And so we'll take a conscious breath together. And let's begin. Namo Amitabha Hamsa Hamsa. 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 With a smile. Namo Amitabha Hamsa Hamsa. Namo Amitabha Hamsa Hamsa. Once more. Namo Amitabha Hamsa Hamsa.
Here at TBC, we practice Western Buddhism, a blend of Eastern philosophy and Western psychology. This new and exciting form of spirituality is dynamic, inclusive, active, and focuses on core Buddhist insights, mindfulness, meditation, and their practical application in our daily life. Our goal here isn't to get everyone to agree on one lineage or philosophy. Rather, it's on cultivating a shared experience of mindfulness, oneness, and love. Whether we are chanting, meditating, or sharing from the heart, We respect that you'll participate only at the level that feels comfortable for you. We take refuge in the three jewels and acknowledge these core values as expressions of the awakened mind: the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. We value awareness of our own Buddha nature as well as the Buddha nature of all beings, allowing a new perspective of this and every precious moment. The second jewel is the Dharma, the truth teachings that release us from fear and delusion and help us realize the true nature of who we are. And Sangha, our spiritual community, an essential part of the growth where we practice the teachings together and support each other along every step of the path. Let's take a moment to silence any electronic devices or cell phones and prepare a meditative environment. And let's prepare now for the prayer of refuge. We will recite this together 3 times in honor of the 3 jewels. Together, in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. As we enter a time of meditation, if you have an extensive practice, then I invite you to practice in a way that's fitting for you this morning. If you're new to meditation, we will begin with an opening dedication. We'll sound the bell 3 times. There will be a brief guided meditation, and then we'll spend approximately 12 to 15 minutes in noble silence. And there are plenty of cushions up here at the front if you would prefer to sit cross-legged on the floor. Let's begin by breathing together with a conscious breath. Body, speech, and mind in perfect oneness. I send my heart with the sound of the bell. May the hearers awaken from forgetfulness, transcend the path of anxiety and sorrow, and realize the true nature of who they are.
And so as the sound of the bell recedes into stillness, guiding us, showing us the way, if you need to take another conscious breath or adjust your posture whatever you need to do to partner with the body to find a new level of ease. And with every out-breath, we find a deeper level of gentleness within the form, within the body. And as the breath settles in now to its natural flow, its natural rhythm, no need to manipulate the breathing in any way. Simply bringing your awareness to the rise and the fall of the tummy with each in-breath and out-breath. Remembering to release the forehead and the eyebrows, let them unfurrow. The jaw is easy, the shoulders fall away from the head, and the tummy softens as we release and unfurl the tummy. And so connected to the breath, the body is spacious, easy, and light. We can bring our awareness now to awareness itself, noticing when the mind becomes aware of a sound, perhaps in the room or out in the hallway or out on the street. Noticing when the mind becomes aware of a sensation like the feeling of hot or cold or an itch or an ache. Or noticing even when the mind becomes aware of a thought or perhaps a string of thoughts. All these things, they just come and go. They rise and fall. Our practice is about cultivating the knower, not the things that are known. Our practice is cultivating a vast, pure, open, boundless awareness, like the sky. Clouds and birds, weather, things just come and go, but we remain present, open, clear. And so, connected to the breath, the body is gentle, the mind is clear, yet receptive to whatever might arise, and the heart is open. We can move more deeply into our meditation. I close my eyes and I see clearly. I stop trying to listen and I hear truth. I am silent, yet my heart sings. I seek no contact and find union. I am still, yet move forward. I am gentle and need no strength. Returning again and again to the breath. Returning again and again home. And so now I invite you to bring your awareness to the sense door of sound, noticing the sound of my voice or the sound of talking and laughter in the hallway. And as you become aware of the sense door of sound, can you keep 5% of your awareness on the still silence within you? That silence that's not dependent on external circumstances. Next, I invite you to bring your awareness to the sense door of touch as you notice the feeling of your clothing upon your skin, or perhaps the chair or the cushion beneath you. And as you become aware of matter and material, form, at the same time, can you keep 5% of your awareness on that which is formless? In other words, can you be aware of awareness itself? Next, I invite you to bring your awareness to the sense door of sight as you slowly begin to open your eyes. And as you begin to let in a little bit of light, not focusing hard on anything, just becoming aware of objects and colors and shapes, stuff and things. At the same time, can you keep 5% of your awareness on the space around them, the space in and through them? The space in this room, around the building, and the space around our planet. Can you sense it? And next, I invite you to bring your awareness to the breath as we take a conscious breath together. And as you release, be present in the here and the now, in this time and in this place. Thank you very much, Dave. Thanks, Ricky. I may have to have you stand up and show everybody the Christmas llama. Ricky's Christmas llama, which is not to be confused with the Christmas malas. They're slightly different. Christmas mala, yeah, the bright red llama. Yes. So good morning, everyone. Everyone here joining us live here in the Temple Buddhist Center, and also welcome to everyone joining us from around the world on our live streaming. I want to send to each and every one of you the warmest holiday greetings, and I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. I think I have almost all of them in there. There might be a few of you out there celebrating Festivus, so if you are, then happy Festivus to you as well. Obviously, Buddhism and Christmas share so many wonderful sentiments and share so many wonderful teachings and correlations. I mean, honestly, it was an enlightened being that guided Santa's sleigh. So, I mean, they share many wonderful correlations. And so today is not only auspicious for the obvious reasons, but also because today we answer a very, very important question. And a question that is centuries old, and it's a question that does not involve chickens or eggs or roads or anything else like that. It is the question, do Buddhists celebrate Christmas? And I've even had many people ask me, do Buddhists celebrate anything? Now, the reason for even having a question like this at all is because as practitioners, we know that when the mind creates a special day, it also creates an unspecial day. It also, when we get caught up in quantifying, categorizing, labeling, judging days, or even people, or places, or even events, then we fall into the trap of the conceptual mind. And the conceptual mind wants to chase after the better aspects of what was written in the Tana Sutra, the 8 worldly concerns. And the 8 worldly concerns from the Tana Sutra are happiness versus suffering, caught up in my suffering. Oh, Christmas, the holidays, so much stress, like my little cartoon up here, anxiety, stress, or the pursuit of happiness. Also, fame or insignificance. It's really a big thing in today's world with YouTubers and influencers and all these spokespeople and all this fame. Oh, my 10, 15 minutes of fame on the internet. Praise and blame. Just think about that in our own lives, constantly caught up in praise and blame. Sometimes we're being praised, sometimes we're being blamed. Sometimes we're praising people, sometimes we're blaming people. Caught up in these conceptual worldly concerns. Of course, the rest of the 8 worldly concerns are gain and loss, right? Constantly caught up in what we no longer have, or what we need to have. If only I had the right job, or if only I had the right topper for my Christmas tree, then Christmas will be happy. And of course, the final in the 8 worldly concerns is decaf versus caffeinated. So, how then shall we celebrate? Even the question has a deceptiveness to it, because you see, it implies that there is a time when we are not celebrating. How then shall we meditate? How then shall we love? However, I do understand the crux of the question. I get asked it a lot. It's always, come on, Victor, I just want to know, can I sing Christmas carols and drink eggnog? That's really all I'm after here. Don't need a diatribe. Let's just cut right to the chase. And so the answer is absolutely. In fact, you can do it with an untethered joy and exaltation. A great spiritual teacher once said, if you cannot enjoy yourself, then what good is spirituality? Besides, what is there not to celebrate? The birth of an enlightened being? The creativity of decorations? Celebrating family, friends? This moment? This breath? Yes, the seasonal return of eggnog and those different things, right on. So again, it is not what we do. It is the quality of the doing. It is the presence that you bring to every experience. It is how you imbue anything and everything you do, everyone you meet, with the sacred, with the divine. If we are caught up in the mental battle around whether or not we can sing a song that has the word holy or Christ or do-wah-diddy, then we have gotten caught up in the world of concepts, and there's this battle raging, and then all of a sudden that's why we feel lonely, because we are alone. We're not connected with anything. We're caught up in this battle. We've gone back to sleep. You see, the difference is, as members of a Sangha, of a Buddhist community, we learn to drop the stories. Stories of what the holiday season should look like. Stories of how we should feel during Christmas. Stories of what we should be doing or how we should decorate. All these rights, wrongs, goods, bads, that's not the spirit of Christmas. We dropped the comparisons of our holiday to some constructed ideal that we have in our minds. We are more aware of our perceptions, our patterns of behavior and speech, and therefore we are able to simply let all of those things be without giving them any belief or energy, giving them any time at all. Oh, they're there, sure, but we don't provide them with any energy. We don't chase after them. We don't cling to them. We don't attach to them. They simply come and go. They rise and fall, which is what we practice every time we sit. Every time we take a conscious breath at a stoplight, that's what we're practicing. Letting those things go, releasing them. That's why the Buddha didn't teach happiness. The Buddha taught suffering and the cessation of suffering, because happiness is what we already are. We already are joy, love, compassion. It is our Christ nature, our Buddha nature. It is who and what we are. We can't teach you something that you already are, but we can teach you what's blocking it. As practitioners, we are able to cultivate mindfulness in order to be in each moment with bare attention. That is awareness that is free of judgment, free of commentary, free of blame, free of decision-making. We are pure, open, vast, and aware. This skill pertains to the idea of being fully engaged and focused and present with all your attention, with all of your senses, involved completely in whatever it is that you are doing. It is a quieting of the ever-present mind chatter. All the ideas about wrong and right, all the ideas about too much this or too little that, too, should, all of this clouds our true nature. All of this gets in the way of what we're truly celebrating in each and every moment. Staying mindful allows us to be fully present and avoid feeling overwhelmed by too many co-occurring thoughts. Those thoughts that are crashing into each other and then building on each other. And so our practice also connects us to the breath. We breathe not just how we typically breathe. We breathe with intention and purpose. Deep belly breaths, where you inflate the diaphragm like a balloon as you inhale and deflate the diaphragm as you exhale. And the breath is always in the present moment. There's no such thing as a past breath or a future breath. There is ever, always, only this one. And so the breath is a wonderful teacher. And as practitioners, we become skilled in this simple, mundane, often taken for granted process of breathing. Breathing connects us because the breath is borrowed from the wind, from the breeze. We share it with every living being on the planet. It's not just a breath. And we can even get even farther down the rabbit hole with breathing. I mean, many of our practitioners are also yogic practitioners, and they practice various breathing techniques. For example, Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana, the breath work, where you take, for example, your middle finger, you hold it here, and you close off one nostril as you breathe in. Release, close off the other, and breathe out. A very conscious, deep practice in working with the breath, Nadi Shodhana. And so stressful times call for an increase in our self-care. Practitioners are body aware. Maybe not microphone aware, but body aware. We are aware of what is arising in each and every moment. We are aware of emotions and feelings, the things that come and go. We are aware of the thoughts as they rise and fall. The difference as practitioners is we don't give these things any weight. We simply allow them to come and go as we cultivate the knower, not the things that are known. And in that way, we know who we truly are. And if we know who we are, we know who everyone is. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. It doesn't matter what the words, the names, the phrases you are. We can celebrate celebration itself. And so as we are body aware as practitioners, we can include self-care. We can bring into our lives and our practice in each and every moment anything and everything that helps us to rest, to recharge on all levels. In terms of your mind, this could be journaling, reading favorite books or magazines. For your body, self-care means getting adequate sleep, physical activity, nutrition, as well as any pampering activities that you find particularly nourishing, a pedicure, a massage. And in terms of our spirit, self-care can often mean quiet time alone, time sitting in silence, praying, meditating, doing Tai Chi Cha, yoga, heart practice, or even retreat. Remembering to imbue all situations, all experiences with the divine. That is our gift. That's what we bring to not only this holiday season, but to every encounter, to every moment, is bringing in a sense of awe, a sense of wonder. So many people try to get it from the light shows. Oh, and they are amazing, aren't they? They are truly an amazing thing to behold. And so we dance, we sing, we write poetry, we paint, we play, not because we're supposed to, but because we are, or not because we are performing, but because this is how we express love. Where love meets happiness, it becomes joy. Joy is an expression of the awakened heart, a quality of enlightenment. So when we encounter these amazing light shows, or that was cool. I don't know if I can do that twice in one day. So it's a Christmas miracle. So when we encounter these amazing light shows, or we go to a concert, Handel's Messiah, as practitioners, what's different is we still sense and feel that amazing sense of awe and amazement and wonder, but what we know is that awe, that wonder is in us. We go to these events and they're not causing the awe. It is our body recognizing it. It's in us. It's always been in us. It can be with us every moment of every day, this sense of awe and wonder. The lights are amazing and wonderful. I don't want to take anything away from them, but they're not causing the awe. We're recognizing it because we are that awe, that wonder, that amazement. So when we live in the present joy, when we live in the present moment, joy often arises for no reason at all. I've seen practitioners at retreats just start laughing. Somebody go, "What are you laughing at?" "I don't know." These things all just come and go, rise and fall. We don't need a reason to feel awe, which is why people oftentimes make mistakes about Buddhism. It's like, gosh, you guys don't celebrate Christmas, you don't celebrate Easter. That's not true. We're celebrating every moment, and this sense of awe and joy and wonder that these holidays offer, we experience all the time. We don't need a day for that to happen. We don't need lights for that to happen. We don't need a concert. We don't need gifts, presents. We don't need these things to happen. It's always happening. But we can also take great joy in other people's celebration. Maybe those who are not practitioners, I can celebrate right alongside with them. Feel their joy. This is the happiness of consciousness that is not dependent on external circumstances. And so I want to close with this little quote from Rumi. "We came whirling out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. The stars made a circle, and in the middle we dance." Thank you for sharing your practice and your presence with us today. I wanted to let you know that as you enter the meditation hall, there is a music stand, and I gave some gaithas for Christmas, some Christmas gaithas. A gaitha is a little short poem or a chant or a phrase that's designed to act and work and be of service to awakening. And so I want to invite you to take one of those with you. And on the back of it is a special Buddhist version of Jingle Bells that we'll end our service with today. And so as we transition into, to heart practice, thank you, Dave. As we transition to heart practice, our heart practice today is called the Circle of Love practice. And so I want to invite you all to, if you need to stretch or wiggle or take a breath or create an outward acknowledgement of our transition from the Dharma talk into a heart practice, that is absolutely okay. And so I want to invite you now to move into a meditative state, feeling free to adjust your posture, stretch a little, and allow your attention to settle into this present moment. And I want to invite you to experience the body. Just notice the density of the form, feeling it sitting on the chair, the cushion. Closing your eyes, begin to relax any physical tension that is being held in the body. If you need to take another conscious breath, that's fine. Releasing the belly. Relaxing the eyes and the jaw, the shoulders. And with a heart practice, the only part of this that is conceptual is really just the use of the imagination. And so to remind us to create this heart practice, some people like to place their hand on their heart. Some people might place both hands on their heart. Or perhaps you create the Anjali Mudra, which is the prayer hands, which is a heart focusing of the heart energy. Or even just with your hands on your lap, I invite you to flip your hands over, facing your palms up. This is an outward expression as we share what is deeply sacred within our hearts and sharing that with the world. And now, I want to invite you to imagine that you are encircled by people who love you. It can be 2 or 3 people, it could be 4 or 5, but see yourself in the center of a circle made up of the most loving beings you know. It could even be perhaps a pet in there. There may be some people in your circle who you have never met, but people you have been inspired by. Maybe they exist now in the present moment, or perhaps they existed historically, or even mythically. Take a moment and allow these beings to gather around you. So much love, joy, the most loving beings you know. And I want to invite you to receive the love of those around you. Experience yourself as the recipient of the energy, the attention, the care, the kindness, and the regard of these beings in your circle of love. Imagine that your skin is porous and the loving energy is breathed in with every in-breath. Silently repeat whatever phrase that you want that is expressive of that which you most wish for yourself. It could be phrases that are big and open, like, may I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with the ease of the heart. Any of those are fine. Allow those to just repeat as you're breathing in this love, this kindness, and this care from these beings in your circle of love. Noticing how you feel, how your heart feels. Does it feel warm? Does it feel expansive? As you experience yourself in the center of the circle, different emotions may come and go, may arise. You may feel gratitude, you may feel awe, you might perhaps shy away, or you might even be a little uncomfortable, but whatever emotion arises, simply let it wash through. Your touchstone are the phrases, may I be safe, or may I be happy, may I be at peace. Whatever phrase you have chosen is absolutely fine. Breathing in this love, this care, this kindness. Just notice the feeling. And now, I invite you to send loving care to the people in this circle. You can allow that quality of loving kindness, compassion, regard, and care that you feel coming towards you to now flow right back out to each being in the circle. And now this feeling of love and compassion and kindness in your heart that is flowing first into your heart from your circle and now back out to each person of the circle. Allow this to expand as it flows to every single being in this room. This kindness, this love, this care emanating from your heart to every single person in this room. And now, let's allow it to intensify and expand as it flows to all of the folks who are joining us at home in our PJ Sangha, who are at home with their loved ones and their family. Let our hearts flow, sending care, love, and kindness to them, because it's flowing from them to us as well. Letting our hearts open, intensify, and expand now so that this feeling of kindness, regard, care, love, and compassion flows to all beings on our planet, all beings in all places, touching each and every one of them. And now allowing it to flow to all the plants and the trees, the flowers, to all the animals of the land, the sea, the sky, so that all beings in all places can feel the warmth, the light, the love, the care, and the compassion from our hearts. And so I invite you now to take a conscious breath together. And releasing. And as you release, be present in the here and the now, in this time and in this place. May we be a light for all those in darkness.
In the true spirit of dana, the Buddhist practice of generosity, temple services are given freely. In the same way, if you choose to give, please give with a generous heart, not in return for something that you've received, but so that others who may seek refuge in the Sangha may find it here in this temple. Dana boxes are located at the rear of the meditation hall. And thank you to all of our wonderful volunteers, and thank you to our TBC ambassadors, those who have committed to regular electronic donations. It's not about the amount, it's just that those who have committed to that monthly giving, it helps us to set a budget here at TBC. So if you'd like to become an ambassador, just click the link on our website or text Unity Temple to 77977. Thank you to Victor for sharing your wisdom with us today. And thank you, Rochelle, for your wonderful music. And let us prepare now to close the service with the Bodhicitta dedication. We will recite this one time, and then we'll have just a few brief announcements. So the Bodhicitta dedication together. May the pure, brilliant sun of Bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. And with our hands together in front of our hearts, let us go forth from this place, entering each moment in innocence, guided by the wisdom of our hearts. And as we open our hands, open our eyes, shine our light into the world, namaste.
Thank you so much, everybody. All of you folks here, everyone joining us at home. Just a couple quick reminders of some things coming up. Don't forget, Carrie has once again provided us with amazing crumble cookies downstairs. There is, yay, and the crowd goes wild. And so there's tea, there's coffee, there's cookies. Our post-service discussion group is right down the hall to the left as soon as you exit at 10:15. Also, don't forget our lending library. So if you're interested in doing more readings on the Dharma and the practice itself, by all means, please go over and find a book and take that home with you. And then when you're done with it, just bring it back. Also, don't forget, next Sunday is our yearly fire puja. And so those of you that really like fire, you're really going to like this. But it's an opportunity for us to share gratitude for the teachings and lessons of this year, and as we clear space to allow the teachings and the lessons of next year to join us, or we prepare space for them to join us. Also, we're doing our full moon meditation, dances of universal peace, chanting. All of that is January 6th from 7 to 8. Hope you can join us for that. That's a free event, so you don't have to register or anything, just show up. And we're doing our mala bead making workshop on January 22nd. This is a great opportunity to learn about what is a mala bead, what are the origins, how is it used as a meditation tool, and then you will make your own, or you can make one to give as a gift. And so that you do need to register for, because we have to know how many beads to buy. So please register for that. And then, as always, there's lots of wonderful things going on during the week. Dave leads Recovery Dharma on Thursdays at 7. There's Buddhism and 12-Step Recovery at 12:30 every Sunday as well. We have Matt leads the Buddha and the Bean every Tuesday morning. Coffee and a celebration of awakening in all of its forms. So also, coming very soon, starting for the new year, we're looking at some new things. Matt's putting together a post-service discussion group for the 10:30 service. So it'll be at 11:45 will be that. Also, we're looking at doing once a month spiritual cinema, where we'll come here and we'll watch a movie. I'm trying to find a popcorn machine, so if anybody of you know where there is one, let me know. And then also some other little classes that are coming. So lots of great stuff coming for the new year. And as promised or threatened, it all depends on how you view it, is our Buddhist jingle bells. Are you guys ready? So, once you see the dream, there's no more primal scream. You'll go throughout your day, laughing all the way. Then we close our eyes, making spirits bright. What fun it is to sit and chant with our Sangha by our side. Om. Ring that bell, ring it right away. Oh, what fun it is to sit with our Sangha night and day. Om. Ring that bell, ring it right away. Oh, what fun it is to sit with our Sangha night and day. So a day or two ago, or maybe it's been years, we sat to meditate and look between our ears. But now my knees are blue, my elbows got an itch. A sleigh ride sounds like fun, my friend, but I'd really rather sit. Om. Ring that bell, ring it right away. Oh, what fun it is to sit with our Sangha night and day. Happy holidays, everyone. Peace, blessings, and eggnog.